Your dog has always been the sweetest companion, but lately they've been acting out, growling, snapping, even lunging. Sound familiar? But what if I told you that some of your everyday habits could actually be making your dog more aggressive without you even realizing it? In this video, we're diving into 6 surprising things you might be doing that are unintentionally fueling that aggression. You're going to want to watch until the end, because habit number 6 might just shock you. It's something most dog owners do thinking it's completely fine. Before we begin, if you like this topic, let us know by clicking the like button on this video. And if you are not subscribed, I hope you to subscribe and activate the bell so you never miss any of our future doggy videos now. Dog aggression isn't just about biting or snarling. It can manifest in various ways like stiff body language, growling, or even something as subtle as giving another dog the look. These subtle signs can escalate if ignored. Often, aggression is a defense mechanism. Your dog may not be trying to be mean or threatening. They could be feeling scared, threatened, or even protective. For instance, a dog growling over its food because in their mind, that's a life or death situation. Simple, aggression won't just vanish. It tends to escalate, and the longer you ignore it, the more dangerous it becomes. For your dog, for you, and for others around you. An aggressive incident could lead to serious injuries, lawsuits, or even the heartbreaking decision to rehome your dog. But dog aggression is treatable. With the right training, patience, and a solid understanding of your dog's behavior, you can turn things around. It's not about blaming your dog. It's about working together to create a peaceful, safe environment for everyone involved. However, to achieve that harmony, it's crucial to recognize that certain habits in your daily routine might be unintentionally fueling your dog's aggression. A lot of people think that when their dog acts aggressively, the best thing to do is isolate them. It seems like a quick fix, right? Just remove the dog from the situation and the problem is solved. But actually, it's often the opposite. If your dog is already scared or feeling insecure, isolating them can make those feelings worse. Instead of calming down, they may become even more anxious, which can lead to even bigger outbursts of aggression. Of course, dogs do need their own space to chill out and relax, but locking them away for long periods, especially when they don't understand what's going on, can be super stressful for them. If you're confused about why you're being shut away, wouldn't you feel frustrated? Dogs feel the same. Tying your dog outside alone is also harmful. It's not only frustrating for them, but also fearful. They can't reach what they want or escape from what's scaring them. And over time, that fear turned into aggression. Even the calmest dogs can start exhibiting aggressive behaviors if they feel trapped or out of control. But here's where it gets tricky. Just as isolation can build up stress in your dog, so can overly rough play with children. Kids love to play with dogs, and it's adorable to watch. But when play gets too rough, it can quickly turn into a dangerous situation. Dogs don't always understand the line between play and real aggression. And young children often don't know their own strength or how to respect a dog's boundaries. Pulling on tails, hugging too tightly, or getting up close to their face might seem playful to a child, but to a dog, it can feel like a challenge. Even if your pup is patient, they might only tolerate so much before snapping out of pure defense. Imagine your child tugging at your dog's ears while the dog tries to back away. At first, the dog might tolerate it, but that stress can build up. Eventually, the dog may react out of fear. That's why it's important to watch your dog's body language when kids are playing with them. Teaching kids how to play gently and respect your dog's space not only helps avoid accidents, but also creates a more positive, both your child and your dog safe. Your dog may not speak in words, but they're constantly communicating with you through body language. And if you don't understand their body language, you might miss important signals. Many people see a wagging tail and assume their dog is happy. Sure, that could mean happiness, but it could also signal fear or even aggression. A wagging tail simply shows emotional arousal. To understand how your dog feels, you need to look at more than just the tail. like a high, stiff tail signaling alertness, or a low, slow wag meaning stress. Watch out for other subtle cues too, like ears pulled back or a crouched body. If you're not paying attention to these cues, you could easily miss the warning signs. And when a dog feels trapped or threatened, that stress can quickly turn into aggression. Dogs are always giving us hints about how they feel, and understanding them is the key to keeping things calm. But what happens when we miss these early signs? Well, those hints can turn into loud warnings if we're not careful. One of the most common mistakes dog owners make is overlooking the early signs of aggression. A growl, a stiff posture, or excessive barking might seem like no big deal at first, and you might think, "Oh, my dog's just having an off day." But this is your dog's way of saying, "I'm uncomfortable." If you don't respond, that little growl today could become a bite tomorrow. It's just like ignoring a dripping faucet. Sooner or later, it turns into a flood. Catch those early signs, and you'll prevent bigger issues from bubbling up. And speaking of building a strong foundation, socialization is just as crucial to preventing aggression. Getting socialization right with your dog is like laying the foundation for a well-rounded, happy companion. Early socialization helps shape how your dog will behave for the rest of their life. It's much easier to train a puppy than to try and change the behavior of an older dog who has barely met other people, animals, or new environments. It's far more challenging to correct ingrained behaviors than it is to set a positive path early on. You can't expect a fearful dog to magically become confident by simply tossing them into a busy park or crowded event. In fact, it can make their fear worse. Dogs that are already scared need a gradual approach to new situations, not overwhelming environments. What your dog needs is a sense of structure and routine. Just like humans, dogs find comfort in knowing what to expect from their day. Regular meal times, scheduled walks, and consistent playtimes provide a rhythm that helps them feel secure. When your dog knows what's coming, they're less likely to be rattled by unexpected changes or unfamiliar situations. But here's the thing. Even when a dog reacts with fear or aggression, responding with more aggression is never the answer. Many people think that if a dog growls or snaps, you have to scold them or use force to stop it. But using aggression to curb aggressive behavior only fuels the fire. Instead of teaching them to stop, it teaches them to fear you, and fear often leads to more aggression. Fear-based aggression is one of the most common types, and it's often caused by owners who respond harshly in stressful situations. Instead, focus on using positive reinforcement to guide your dog toward better behavior. It's about building trust, not fear. Now, if you're intrigued by the idea of adding an extra layer of security to your family, don't miss our next video on the 10 best guard dog breeds to help protect your family. These breeds are not only fantastic guardians, but also loving companions when raised in a supportive environment. Imagine having a furry friend who's not just loyal, but also plays the role of protector.